hello, I'd like to play a game with you. And it's because we're talking about the new Saw movie. Now, if you know me, I've been a huge Saw fan since the beginning, honestly. Like, I saw the first one on DVD a long time ago, back in like 2004, whenever it came out, and instantly fell in love with it, watched it on repeat, found the second one, loved that one too. I think I really didn't start catching them like on release until about 5 or 6, but I watched all 4 when I first found them religiously. Watched them all the time, thought they were so crazy, like especially me being like new to horror movies and things like that. This was the first franchise that I really got my hands on and got attached to, and because of that, the only ones I've seen in theaters so far are Spiral, which came out in 2020. Yeah, somewhere around there. And then we got this new one, Saw X. Now, going into this, I wasn't expecting a whole lot because Spiral was okay, but they changed everything up completely. But with Saw X, they brought back Tobin Bell, the man, Jigsaw himself. And you know what? It was really good. I was not expecting the storytelling or the acting to be as good as it was, but I was pretty surprised. It was better than a lot of the other sequels that have come out since the first one came out. I really like the second one. The third one's pretty good, but a lot of those other ones are pretty rough. Like 5 is by far one of my worst ones for me. 7's pretty bad, but 6 is really good with like the insurance stuff. But I was really happy with this one, and honestly, yeah, it's one of the best sequels, especially when it comes to the writing. The writing in here was so good. They put this story right in between Saw 1 and Saw 2, I believe, and John's trying to find a cure for his cancer, trying to find anything he can, because he's not done living yet. He has more things to do, and he's already done some of the traps and everything like that. He's well known in his traps, but no one knows who John Kramer actually is at this moment other than just a guy, so he's trying to figure out how he can live longer to fulfill all of his different traps and all of his different helping people in a way, as he would say it. But it's pretty gruesome still. There's still a lot of that Saw signature stuff in there, but Kevin Greuter, who directed I think 6 and 7, he's edited every single one except for 6 and 7. He even edited this one that he directed, so he has that style in there from his directing as well as his editing, with all the different quick zooms and like flashes during the trap scenes, and it's all really cool there and stylized. But the main thing I loved the most was the kills. It was not a bunch of CG bullshit like they had in like Jigsaw and stuff like that. It was all on-screen carnage, and there might have been some CG mixed in there and stuff, but a lot of it looked practical and it looked really good. And the one thing I will say too, if you don't like that torture porn stuff that Saw's known for, you might still get a kick out of a lot of this, because it's not just that. We start off, and it's not like the rest of the sequels where we start off in a trap. It starts with a X-ray machine or something like that with John in the hospital. Like, it throws you off completely and kind of shows that this isn't your typical Saw movie, yet it still nails all those different things that you want out of Saw, but actually telling a real story, and it has a lot to say at the same time. Like, a lot of the other ones have things to say when it comes to their victims and everything they're trying to say with what they've been doing wrong in life and things like that, but this one has a lot to do with people scamming people out of their kind of like hopes and dreams, like cancer patients, for example, like John is. People on their like last hope, and John wants to get redemption because he was screwed over by these people, and he feels like he needs to teach them a lesson about life and how they can really value it more. And that's kind of the whole story with Saw, and this one is no different. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot to say in here, and I can't wait to talk about it more. I don't want to go into too many spoilers, but there's some old people coming in. There's some old, like, familiar trap things, and if you're just loving the Saw series in general and you love Tobin Bell, definitely check this out, because on my 5-star rating scale, it's sitting at a 4 out of 5 right now. It might even move up later. Like right now, in my ranking of the series, I'd probably have to go 1 still, then 2. I might put this one in there, Saw X, and then 3, then 6 probably, and the rest of them are kind of just jumbled up from there. But I actually like Spiral as well a little bit. It's probably right down there too. But overall, what do you think of the Saw franchise? Which one's your favorite? What did you think of Saw X? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to chat with you, and share this with your friends if you liked it. If you liked that skit at the beginning, definitely share it with anybody you think might like it too, and I'll see you next time. Maybe even at the movies. I like my Curtis Connor shirt. It's pretty dope.